Well, I grabbed him and Gary helped.
He did?
Yeah, yo. Like, he must have got free and grabbed the gun because I was choking the shit out of this dude, and Gary helped. I should have did more. Write that. Make sure you write that. I helped, and I choked him out. Write that down. Yes. You all right?
No.
Yeah, so one of the moments from this week's episode that had me a bit upset was the fact that at the beginning of the episode, when Zach and Andi are explaining the situation that occurred in the office to the police officer, Zach mentions how Gary helped in terms of stopping Hudson. And then that's when Andi was like, wait, Gary? And then there were like a couple of moments where she looked over at him, and it was a mixture of a look of potential longing. Some people have pointed out that Andi looked like she wanted to go over there to comfort him because, to be fair, Gary did jump in to try to save her. But my thing is, I hope, but then again, I know how this show does. I hope that this is not the beginning of Andi yet again seeing something in Gary that makes her want to be with him. Because it's just like, oh, here we go. Because a lot of fans like, yeah, she ought to get with Robin, and I hope these two get together in season 9, let Gary go. And it makes sense that there's no longer a thing between them because, remember, there was a 1-month time jump between episodes 21 and 22 last season. Gary was just getting out of the hospital. Andi was officially made partner. So it seems like, she had moved on with her life. And then to have my baby Jasmine, of all people, be the person to low-key bring them back together and a failed murder attempt. And then you could say that if Jasmine, well, she is dead. If Andi and Gary do, quote-unquote, get back together, then she died for nothing. That sucks. But then again, yeah, I just really hope that this traumatic experience doesn't make her go back to him. But this episode did establish that, rightfully so, Andi is just trying to process the idea of, wow, I was literally flirting with death. I almost died. And she saw how broken up Gary was about it because Zach pointed out how, out of it he seemed at the police station. But then Andi said something that had me even more fearful of there being something going on between her and Gary later this season. Well, I wonder if this experience will, I don't know, change him for the better. And it's unknown what the writers plan to do with Gary this season. I really have no earthly idea. Obviously, the main focus is Karen giving birth and the aftermath of that. But I don't really know what kind of role Gary is supposed to play. Are they just going to ignore the whole his damage, lost memory thing? I mean, my potential theory is perhaps he's in shock after what happened. And once he gets his wits about him back, that's when the old Gary will return. Possibly. But only time will tell. So, with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Do you think we saw the potential start of Andi yet again doing her toxic dance with Gary? Or do you think Gary is like just done? I don't know. But hey, let me know and I'll catch you all in the next video.